Hey guys, thank you very much for watching. It's Raf here from Studio Krista. We're a creative agency specializing in websites, branding, and SMMA. Okay, today I'm going to be talking to you about the 0 to 10k myth and how that is not going to solve all your problems and how you're not going to have a Lambo by the end of it. A little bit different from what I usually film, which is more like value based, but I just wanted to kind of touch on that point because it's what I see all the time on YouTube now. And I just wanted to tell you from someone that's actually doing it consistently what it looks like and how it's not quite what it seems. So first of all, you know, you've seen all the videos, 0 to 10k, your life will be fixed, you're on 6 figures a year. First myth is that it's not net. You know, they tell you the 0 to 10k, but unless you're doing all the work yourself, which, let's face it, most of you aren't, you're going to have someone that's obviously delivering the service of either ads or social media management, or if you're doing all of them, you're still going to have a website, all these other kind of costs. Tax, that's a big one. Yeah, the 10k is not net, so you're not going to have $10,000 every single month in your back pocket. It's just not going to happen. So that's first of all, that's probably the main one. So when they tell you this, they don't tell you the other side, okay? So first of all, remember, that's not it. Also, it's not actually that much money. Stop putting this 10k on the pedestal because it's not that much money. And you can probably earn that from a relatively good sales job, especially if it's commission based, or a load of other jobs, high paying jobs that you can work your way up to in 2 or 3 years. Like if you've got the same amount of drive to be an entrepreneur and have your own agency, chances are if you put that into, you know, a job that's got the potential to pay well, you'll get there as well, and probably just as quick because, you know, the people that want to raise to the top get there. So first of all, stop putting 10k on the pedestal. It's not going to change your life, okay? You've got tax, you've got websites, you've got contractors to pay, so you are not going to be pocketing 10k per month. So what does that mean? That means you've got to look a little bit further. Start setting your sights on 20, 30k per month. The reality is it seems crazy, like unachievable, but it's really not. And that is actually when you are going to feel the difference, okay? 0 to 10k, you're not going to feel the difference. You're still going to be grafting. There's not going to be a Lambo parked out front. So you've got to keep your head down and set the goalpost a little bit further. Also, what happens when people set kind of a 10k mark is they hit it because it's not terribly hard. It's not that much money. And it isn't what they were expecting because they've got all these other costs I just talked about. Also, what happens if you set only 10k, it's going to be much harder for you to reach. You've kind of put this pedestal, so you might only hit 7k of actual brought in revenue. Whereas if you set yourself at 20 or 30k, you know, you're panicking. You're like, Jesus, I'm not even halfway. But if you get halfway, you're at 15. You've already blown way past the 10k and you've added $5,000 extra in that month, okay? So start setting your heights a little bit further up. 10k is not going to save you. It's not going to change anything. Also, my other issue with this 0 to 10k kind of concept is a lot of people do it, but they do it in the wrong way. So they're just like, God, I've got to get to 0 to 10k really quickly. It's going to change my life. This is going to be it. I'm going to be, you know, making loads of money and I'm going to be sitting on a yacht, sipping mojitos with a mangachi. Not going to happen, okay? You need to build a business the right way up. Forget about the money at the beginning and start structuring. There are courses that do this really, really well. And there are courses from other YouTubers that are just shit. So like anything, I'm not actually selling your course. I'm just giving you pure truth and knowledge of what I believe in and what's working for us pretty well. So start building your website from the ground up, okay? I recently saw a YouTube video of someone saying you don't need a website, you don't need a social media presence to get to 10k. But if you don't, what are you gonna do? Be messaging from your personalized Instagram? This might work at the beginning a little bit, but you are not building a strong, future-proof, legitimate business this way, okay? Big businesses, legitimate businesses have a website and they have a social media presence or a LinkedIn presence, wherever it may be, okay? So personally, I always recommend, and this isn't because we do web design, but having a website, having somewhere where people can actually go and check out your testimonials or check out your services it just basically makes you so much more legit and adds so much more trust. A lot of people go, yeah, I've got a 30% conversion rate on sales calls. We do 55 to 60%. That's our conversion rate on sales calls, okay? And the reason is we have an extremely strong website, extremely strong social presence, and we've also got case studies. Now, if you don't have case studies, the other way to flip it is with an amazing guarantee. But the only way someone's going to actually believe that guarantee and as a business be happy to part with that money is if they trust you. And if you're messaging from your own personal Instagram where it's you have pictures of you and your dog, or you and your missus with 400 followers and no website and no social media presence and some name you've made up yesterday, just think about it. What legitimate forward-thinking businessman is going to hand over $1,000 for you to run their social media when you don't even have a social media account? It's just not going to happen, okay? I know they tell you the dream and they tell you they will, but it's not. That is just the reality. So the best thing you can do is forget about the 0 to 10K to start and actually go, my first step is to build a legitimate business. Once I've built a business, I can then start really generating money. And you don't need a load of money to build that, okay? You know, you can build a website on Squarespace. I'll leave a link down below. And pay a monthly for as little as £10 a month. It's on there. And it doesn't have to be amazing to start off, but you need something that describes who you are and what services you offer and adds some sort of authenticity to you. The next thing is create an Instagram account, because if that's what you're offering, social media management, and you don't have a social media presence, what are you doing? Like, go create an Instagram account and start engaging with people in your niche and start following them and start building it and start interacting. Otherwise, you're pretending. No one's going to believe you. Next, fix your LinkedIn. Okay? Now you've got a website, a relatively built social media presence, and a LinkedIn. Now it is time for you to go and do outreach. And once you start doing outreach, you're actually going to realize that because you've got those 3 things in place and you're constantly working on them and improving them and building them, your response rate is going to improve massively. Because I never respond to anyone that messages from @Gmail. Okay? Blah 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 @gmail.com. I do not believe you. Pay £3, get your domain verified. Facts. So those are the 3 things, okay? Once you've got that, you're actually going to see your response rate increase. And once you've got that, you're going to see your conversion rate on the sales call increase, because you've either got a kick-ass guarantee, which people are more likely to believe because, you know, you've got social presence and trust, or you're going to start building case studies and testimonials, and the perceived likelihood of achievement for those clients is going to be bigger because of those things. So forget about the 0 to 10K, guys, because it's bullshit. Unless you've got the foundations built right, you're going to constantly be hitting the wall of trying to get there, burning out, maybe getting there, dropping back down because you're not building the rest. A business isn't just revenue in, it's everything else. And again, remember, 10K, it's not all going in your back pocket. Let's aim higher, guys. If you've got any questions, please like, comment, and subscribe. And you can message me on Instagram. I don't sell a course, so any help I give is, you know, purely selflessly, just kind of help other people in the agency space. But yeah, feel free, drop me a message on Instagram with any questions. Happy to help out where I can. All I ask from you guys is a like, comment, and subscribe, please. Thank you for watching.